Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. Let's cut to the chase because this one is going to be probably very long, and I am not even trying to record this one in one take. It will probably going to be cobbled together from different takes and different videos, and I will be recording some part of it with my phone because so this is not a virtual machine right now. I don't have a virtual machine set up yet because, well, I have to deal with the Budgie Desktop instead. So I am following the this bug report on the Arch Linux bug tracker, and there was a new comment today, which is that so those people who are working on the Budgie Desktop from and they compile it from their from the original code and not using the binary package provided by Arch Linux are not experiencing this problem. And we got also a comment that we can move to the Budgie Desktop Git in the meantime, which is this package from the AUR. And well, so if you take a look at here, this package has been last updated, well, a long time ago. So, well, it doesn't really matter because if you take a look at the information in the package build file here, we can see that it basically sources the Solidus project's Budgie Desktop code from GitHub directly. So it doesn't matter if the package itself was not updated, it will just download what it needs. And well, we will do that. We will make a package and then we will remove the Budgie Desktop we currently have. So if we take a look at pacman-qi Budgie Desktop, this is our current version that we installed from the historical archive of the Arch Linux packages, and we will well, go back. First of all, we will go back to the real stuff, which means that we will not be on the archive, but we will go to the real, what is it called, real packages, the current packages. The real mirror list will be restored to get the current packages, and we will compile the Budgie Desktop relative to those packages from this Git version. And so for that, before we are doing that, you might want to run some backup. The Arch Wiki tells you how to do a backup using rsync. I used this script I just hacked together from this information here. I am strongly advising against backupping your personal files from the home directory with the system, so that's why I have in the exclude list the home directory. The files you have in your home directory are the most important things for you, so you should have a specific backup plan for those files, maybe different backup plans for files that are different in importance, because your system, yeah, it's, you know, if you screw up your system and you have to reinstall it, that's, you know, that's painful, but you can always do that. If you lose your personal files though, like your photo collection of your childhood, then, well, you cannot go back in time and take those pictures again. So keep that in mind. So that this is a script which will take one argument, and then I have my backup disk mounted at this media/data/backup position. So I just make a backup, a new directory based on the this what is it called, this argument, command line argument I give it, and it will back this up. So you have to run this script, of course, with root privileges, as it tells you here with this little pound symbol. And well, we already talked about rsync a little in our previous video about moving the whole system to the USB drive from the virtual machine. It's basically very similar to that. It's almost the same. Rsync is very, very good for doing this kind of backup things. Okay, so now that we backed up our system, it is time for us to clone the Budgie Desktop from the AUR. So we will use a git clone. So you need to have the git package installed on your system, which you probably did if you installed the Budgie Screensaver, for example, from the Arch user repository with me. So this is a way to, they are doing the same thing. So we are going to copy this link location and we are going to go to the folder which contains our AUR packages. In my case, this is going to be in my home directory. There is a bin directory, and under that there is an AUR directory, and it contains all the stuff that I got from the AUR. And then I will say git clone, and I click the middle mouse button to insert what I copied from the browser, hit enter, and let's clone this. Okay, this was relatively fast, so if I list what's in here, we can see the Budgie Desktop git has been cloned. So let's change directory in there, and let's CLSA what's inside there. We have the package build, we have the Budgie Desktop.install and some other stuff. Let's list what's inside the git folder, and of course it has some files there, so we don't really need to care about this, and especially I don't really understand what's there. You can take a look, you can check if everything is okay, and you will be able to build these packages. What you should be doing is, before you build these packages, you should be moving to the most recent version of everything. So you should change back your Pacman mirror list in so let's go to /etc/pacman, and here I have the mirror list currently is, if you take a look, like the mirror list, it is only contains the archive from Arch, because I have downgraded my system back to this date, 9/15, and its month is 9 and 15 is day, of course, because we are not doing the illogical way, we are doing the logical way, which is year, month, and day, of course. So this is the only thing that's in the current mirror list. We will have to change that to back to the real one and then build the package. But so if I wanted to do that, I would have to be working in the TTY. You can do that. You can just switch to the TTY with the Control-Alt F2 or F3 or F whatever key. And well, I'm not going to do that because this is not a virtual machine, this is a real machine, and I cannot record the screen in the TTY. So what I am going to do first is I am going to grab the Cinnamon desktop, and I will install everything from the Cinnamon desktop. This should be easy, just pacman-s cinnamon, right, it's just cinnamon, and well, it will bring in a lot of stuff, but anyways, we don't want these things to be conflicted with the old packages we have, so that's why we are installing it before we would be upgrading to the current packages. So what I'm going to do is that I will get the Cinnamon desktop from the archive, and then when I switched to the Cinnamon desktop, I will basically do the whole system update to the current date from the Cinnamon, and then I can check if the Budgie works or not. It probably still doesn't work because, well, the Budgie desktop has not been updated yet. So we will see that, and after the update, we will also going to basically update or build the Budgie desktop from the AUR, and we will see how that works. Now let's wait until this thing finishes downloading and installing, and well, pause the video because I'm going to pause the recording now. Okay, so this is on my phone, so I installed Cinnamon, and you can see that in the light DM it appears right there, and it doesn't have such a cute logo that the Budgie desktop has. Anyways, so let's log in, and let's see our Cinnamon desktop. Oh, of course, my stuff works well, which means I got my background. Nice. Okay, so we are in the Cinnamon desktop environment. If you wouldn't notice, we are not in Budgie anymore, so we can actually do the changes we wanted to do. And so first of all, we are going to change directory to etc/pacmand, and we will rename mirror list to mirrorlist.archive, and of course password and all, and then we will also rename mirrorlist.real to just simple mirror list. And now we will do a pacman-syu command to synchronize the databases. Of course, we are now working with the up-to-date current databases. We are working with those, and you can see here that all the Gnome stuff for 3.34 are, so the Gnome stuff in, or 3.34, yes, is here. And of course we also have a Budgie Desktop 5-3 update there. So let's say yes to this command, and let's just grab all these things. You can see that now that we are on the up-to-date servers and on the mirrors that are geographically close to us, not just some random location like the archive server is. Everything is better, and I slided my camera very neatly. Okay, so we are going to update the Linux kernel and stuff like that too, which will take some time. So now that we are updating the system, I will pause the recording once again, and I'll try to keep talking properly to the microphone in the meantime, so you can hear my voice at least somewhat consistently. And I hear some echo from somewhere, but it's probably not going to be on the recording anyways. So another jump cut. Hello! So we are back and the update just finished, so it is building our new init initial run disks. The init cpio command is running, and so that's done. So it's time for us to reboot the system and try to log in to Budgie, and let's see if the problem is still persistent. If not, then we will build the Git package. Okay, so our system is booting up. It is doing the checks, and now we are in the login screen, and I will select the Budgie Desktop and enter my password here, and let's see. Okay, so the problem still persists with the packages that we installed, so we will log in to the Cinnamon desktop, and I just said, and I will just say it again, that you can do it on your own system from the TTY, so you don't need to actually install another desktop environment just to do this work. Okay, so I guess time to switch to the screen recording. Okay, so now we are in screen recording mode. So let's actually uninstall the Budgie package, because we will have to replace that with the Git package. So let's do sudo -rs, pacman, of course, pacman-rs is going to remove Budgie Desktop and its dependencies, and I guess it will remove the Budgie extras and other things. Let's see what's on the list. Oh, Budgie extras. Yeah, we also need to remove Budgie extras, and let's. Well, a lot of things will be removed. Let's do that. And now that we removed the Budgie Desktop, then it is time for us to go to our AUR Budgie Desktop folder. Let's list what's here. So we have of course, the install script and the package build and all the other stuff. Let's make the package. Make package-si is the command we are going to take. Of course, it will pull the dependencies for this stuff, or this package, for this AUR package, which will be a lot of things that we just removed, but never mind. Of course, pacman works with the cache, and now let's install back these dependencies. And while we are doing that, let's talk about something interesting. No, actually, this is not going to take so long. The long part, what will take long, is going to be the compiling of the Budgie Desktop, I guess. And then after compiling it, it will, of course, package it too. So you can see we installed the dependencies, and now it's getting the real program code from the Git repository of the Budgie Desktop developers to our home directory. It is quite a big chunk of data. As you can see, it's now pulling down some 18 megabytes, very big. So if you are doing it in the terminal or the TTY session, then of course you will be watching a full screen black screen. Okay, let's talk about this. So the Budgie Desktop broke for some reason, and a lot of people would say, oh, that's bad. But you know, what happens to you if your Windows breaks? Can you download another desktop environment and just work on that? Not really. Can you go back on your updates to a working version? Not really, of course. And well, Microsoft is a very big company, and they have sometimes trouble with updating Windows 10, so let's don't be too harsh on these guys who are mostly working on this system in their free times. You know, give them some money if you have. If you live over the poverty limit, then maybe you can afford giving them a few dollars. Okay, we made the package. Let's install. Very nice. And now, can we install back the Budgie extras? That's the big question. If the Budgie extras will work with this. So let's just Budgie extras with Pacman extras. Yeah, it did it. Okay, so it's time to go and try out if the Budgie Desktop is going to work or is it not going to work with this. And so cut to my phone recording, I guess. Dang. Okay, so we are logged out, and let's switch to the Budgie Desktop, and let's type our password, and let's see. Voila! Okay, time to go back to screen recording, I guess. Okay, so now we are back, and we have almost everything. There is only one small problem, and that is we cannot lock our screen because the Budgie Screensaver needs to be repackaged for this new Budgie Desktop environment that we got here. So let's just go to our bin/aur/Budgie Screensaver, and we will make the package and install it. Package has already been built. Installing package Budgie screen. No, we should abort that. So we need to rebuild the package, which will be F, overwrite existing package. So we'll use the make package -F command. What? Oh, it has some trouble. So let's just be very casual about this whole thing and just go get our file manager, get the Budgie Screensaver, and well, we don't need this, because these are the things we want the package to be built here. And this is, if we take a look into this file, this one is basically containing all the files that will be installed from this. So this is the package, so we'll delete this file here, and let's just try again, and let's hope it works now. And it is of course also building the binary from the code and it needs our password to install it. Yep. And now I think I have to log in and log out to test it, so I guess another random jump cut. Okay, so this is another recording with my phone, but here it is. The screen is now logged via the Budgie and now it's unlocked through my password, and I find that there is something around in the corner that looks weird in the tray area, but that's, I don't know what's going on there, so maybe I will just ask on the forums. And well, let me switch back to the screen recording then. Okay, so this was the last jump cut probably in the whole episode, because now we have our Budgie Desktop back, and there is one thing: please do not forget that if any of these dependencies got updated in a later update, then you will have to rebuild the package. And well, now we have two AUR packages, the Budgie Desktop and the Budgie Screensaver. And if we forget to rebuild the Budgie Screensaver, that's like a minor inconvenience, because you cannot lock your screen and you will realize that you cannot lock the screen, so you will rebuild it. But if you forget to rebuild your Budgie Desktop, then well, you will have some more inconvenience, because suddenly your desktop will randomly crash after an update. So keep that in mind. Or maybe, you know, you can also write maybe a Pacman hook that any of these get updated, then it will force the rebuild of the Budgie Desktop Git package. Or you can, you know, find the AUR helper that will help you that, and maybe I will do an episode on that, because I have not yet found an AUR helper for me that would work the way it should, which is it handles only AUR packages, but it makes it more easy for you to work with it. So that will be that, and this is my last word here, just to say goodbye to you and thank you for watching the video. I don't usually say that, but if you like this video, press the like button. I put a lot more effort in this one than in most of my other videos, so this is the time for you to like the video. And well, if you want more content about Arch Linux and troubleshooting it, like it's a more deep stuff, so it's not surface level stuff, but it's still from the viewpoint of someone who is doing it for the first time. Still, well, I cannot really keep that theme for too long before I get too good. No, I'm just joking. So, well, subscribe for more content. I will have UFO game videos also. If you are enjoying old games, watch those. But if you don't, then just watch my Linux videos, and here's the playlist, and that's it for today. So I guess bye bye, and now I turn off OBS for a while. Bye.